Story 1. The Thing in the Cornfield. One summer, I stayed at my uncle's farm to help out. It was in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by cornfields. During the day, it looked peaceful, but at night, it felt different. Too quiet. One night, I couldn't sleep, so I went outside to get some air. I stood near the edge of the cornfield, just looking out. That's when I saw something move between the rows. It was fast, like someone running, but the corn barely moved. I thought it was just a wild animal, so I went back inside. But then, just as I was about to shut the door, I heard footsteps on the porch, slow and heavy. I looked through the window, but no one was there. When I stepped out to check, there were long scratch marks on the wood, like something had been dragging its claws across the railing. I didn't sleep that night. In the morning, my uncle didn't believe me. But a few days later, one of the dogs went missing, and we never found it. That cornfield still creeps me out to this day. Story 2. The Old Barn. My family used to live on a small farm with an old barn we didn't use anymore. It was falling apart, and honestly, it just gave off weird energy. My parents told me not to go inside, but one weekend when they were gone, I decided to check it out. The second I stepped in, it was colder than outside. Dust everywhere, cobwebs. But what got me was the smell. It wasn't just old wood. It smelled like something rotting. I looked around and noticed something in the back. There was a small trapdoor in the floor I had never seen before. It was open just a crack. I leaned down and it was pitch black inside. Right as I was about to lift it open more, I heard something knock from underneath. Just one knock, loud and clear. I ran out and slammed the barn door shut. When my parents got back, I told them everything. My dad didn't say much, but he nailed the trapdoor shut the same day and locked the barn for good. He never explained anything, and I never asked again. Story 3. The Scarecrow That Wasn't There. We visited my grandparents' farm every Christmas, and they had this huge field where my grandpa kept a scarecrow. He always made a new one every year and placed it near the middle of the field. This one time, I woke up super early and saw the scarecrow standing a lot closer to the house than usual. I figured Grandpa moved it for some reason, but later that day, it was back in the middle again. That night, I got up to use the bathroom and looked out the window. The scarecrow was right under it, like directly below the window. I didn't sleep after that. In the morning, I ran out to check, and it was back in the middle of the field, like nothing happened. I asked my grandpa if he moved it, and he just gave me a weird look and said he hadn't touched it since he placed it. The next night, I kept my window shut tight, but I still had this feeling that something was out there, waiting. Story 4. The Well. We had this old stone well on the far end of our family farm. It was dry and covered with a wooden lid. No one ever used it. My parents always told me not to go near it, but I was curious. One evening, just before sunset, I decided to take a look. I moved the lid slightly and looked down. It was so deep I couldn't see the bottom, even with the sunlight. As I leaned over more, I thought I saw something move down there, like a shape shifting around. I pulled back and listened. That's when I heard it. Breathing. From deep down inside the well. It wasn't wind. It was steady, slow breathing. I pushed the lid back over and ran. I didn't tell my parents, but after that day, I avoided that part of the farm. A few weeks later, the lid was off again. No one admitted to touching it. And that breathing, I swear I still hear it sometimes when I pass by. Even if I'm not close,